G'day everyone, Lucas here from the Aussie Gamers Experience, and today I've got a video about Call of Duty Modern Warfare again. So it's a funny one. I really have to share this story. So today I played a few free-for-all matches, and one match in particular which was on the map Vacant, which was quite interesting. Not that I realized during the match, but I like to run a class of using the Piercer and a 725 with C4. And I don't always use the shotgun. I mainly use the 725 when I'm indoors or in close proximity areas, and then I'll switch to my Piercer for a little bit longer range or mid-range. Anyway, I played through this game. I had a bit of an ordinary start to the match, but I came good, found my feet and started getting some kills, and in the end I eventually won the match. I did get quite a few kills with the 725, which I know probably does leave a few people salty and a bit upset about it, but really, it's in the game. It's fair game, really. You can take me out if I'm in an area and I'm taking people down with a shotgun. Use a C4, use a grenade or something. Surely you can, you know, beat me without just rushing in and getting killed every time. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a cut down quick version of that game, and then I'm going to show you what happened after that, which is where the real funny part comes in. All right, let's have a look at the match. Oh, he went that way. Got him! And that's a win! Alright, now we've seen the gameplay there. If you've got some opinions on that gameplay, put them down in the comment section down below. If you agree or disagree with the way I played the game, you know, am I being fair or am I being unfair? You probably will know my opinion on that one. But anyway, when the game finished, I turned it off, didn't even think much about it. I actually went into my lounge room to have a little bit of something to eat and turned on my Xbox in the other room, and I saw that I had a message there waiting for me, and every time I get a random message from somebody, straight away I'm thinking, uh-oh, here we go, who's pissed off now? And yeah, sure as hell, that's exactly what went on. I had a message from this person whose name is Pern0, or Pern0, I don't know, whatever. I'm not suggesting that anyone go and message this person or, you know, hack on them or anything like that. But if you do that, that's on you. Alright, so I got this message and I read it, and it said, "You must be good when the only gun you can use is a 725, pussy." So at first I thought, maybe I'll just ignore this message, maybe I'll report it, maybe I'll just delete it, or maybe just do nothing, you know, and I left it for a bit, and then I thought, you know what, no, I'm going to reply. Let's have a little bit of fun here. So I sent my first reply, and this was it. "Sorry mate, what gun was I supposed to be using? I must have missed the memo." And then I sat for a little bit, there was no reply, and then I thought, you know what, I might keep this up, and I replied back to him, "Also, stay in school, and drugs are bad." And I was still feeling a little bit antagonistic, so I then replied with another message before he replied, or she replied, and said, "Make sure to respect your parents." Well, I left that for a little while, and then at about 3:30, which was probably about 10 minutes later, I got a message that says, "Bro, are you dumb?" And then I thought, all right, cool, this is great. He's engaging here, so I'm going to reply again. And this was my reply. I said, there's nothing dumb about being a, well, I wrote God person, but I meant good person. There's nothing dumb about being a good person. Maybe have a think about your behavior today and ask yourself if that's the kind of person you really want to be. So kind of being that like big brother figure or maybe father figure, telling this guy, you're being a very naughty boy. I know it's kind of stupid, but I reckon it might have enraged him a bit. So then about another 7 minutes goes by and I get another message that says, maybe stop being an ass and using an overpowered gun. Once again, I want to argue the point. If it's overpowered, it's there for everybody to use. You don't have to use it, but you don't have to not use it either. And besides, I don't remember there being any sort of gentleman's agreement, let's not use specific guns. I don't like it when people use snipers because I think they're overpowered. They're one-shot kills from far away. They're hard to use though. So I don't think there's anything wrong with the shotgun. They're one-shot kills from up close. If they're far away, you're screwed because there's absolutely no range on these things. You need to be up in their face. So if you're gonna ban shotguns, then ban snipers. But then if you're gonna ban snipers, ban the assault rifles because they're like close range and far range. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I sent back a reply, of course, and I said, I understand that you're a little upset because I beat you, but that's no excuse to treat fellow gamers poorly. I've been in your position before, but I changed my ways. I got good. Good luck in your own endeavors in trying to get good. I wish you well, my fellow gamer. So I'm trying to like kill him with kindness as well as sort of being backhanded compliments and things like that. So I can imagine he's kind of getting a little bit annoyed. So he replies, and this was about 6 or 7 minutes later. He says, because you're using a shotgun that's too powerful, and get out and do something with yourself. I'm kind of ad-libbing a little bit here because he's left out words, but that's the point he was trying to make. So I've got to get out and do something with myself. So I thought I might take a step up here, and I went and got myself a screenshot of the end score for the match. And I sent it to him. And along with that screenshot of the score, I wrote, it is a good shotgun, I know, but there are ways to counteract it if you're good enough. You should try it. Also, here's a screenshot of the end score, a keepsake for you to have something to aspire to. First place is a good feeling. You should try it. I'm intentionally trying to piss this guy off, but without just swearing and name calling and anything like that, try and get under his skin. And he replies probably about 10 minutes later saying, bro, get out, get a job and some friends. You're like the weirdest person ever. Now, for the record, I have a job. I have a full-time paying job. This is my house that I own and paid for with my own money, as well as my wife, and my daughter lives here. I have a life. And I have some friends, albeit not very many, and they're weird, just like me. So anyway, after receiving that last one, I replied back to him one last time. Oh, I have a job, and I have been sending this whole conversation to my friends for a laugh. But do you really think that I'm the weirdest person ever when you're the one who messaged a complete stranger and called them a pussy for playing a game as intended using a method of gameplay that completely finessed your ability to play? And that's where I thought it ended, because about 45 minutes went past before I ever got anything back. But I did get a message back, and this message from him simply wrote, yes. So, in saying that, I am the weirdest person ever because I beat his ass in a Call of Duty game. Not really a big deal. Sometimes you get killed, sometimes you have wins, sometimes it's frustrating. If it gets frustrating to that point, it's probably time to turn off the game and go do something else. Which is probably what he did, because when he was messaging me, his little name tag thing said he was playing Apex Legends. So I guess he had enough of Call of Duty for the day. But in saying that, don't message people if you're angry at them. Don't call them names. Maybe you can message them, but try and be reasonable about it. I know a lot of these messages do originate from, well, children that probably don't think any better, but it's one way this is one way to learn that it's probably not a good idea. You don't want to piss off the wrong person on the internet either, because there are people out there that know how to do things without even meeting you. So that's how that story ended. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was funny that people get so angry. It's really interesting. I don't know how old this person is. Maybe he's 9, maybe he's 11, maybe he's 17, maybe he's 50. I have no idea. But either way, in the end, I realized he was every bit the child. Thank you very much for checking out this video. You can like, comment, subscribe. If you're on Facebook, like the Facebook page. The Aussie Gamers Experience has plenty of gaming related things to share, and that's including a weekly podcast that is released every Sunday, unless it's not for whatever reason. And you can get that podcast on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, iHeartRadio, just about anywhere that you can think of to get a decent podcast. You'll find us. Just search for the Aussie Gamers Experience. Well, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for checking it out. My name is Lucas, and as always, until next time, I will see ya! Oh, kids. Thanks for the contact, dude.